talking about a $26.5 trillion industry globally, right? So that's what the size of the fintech industry is made out to be. India is definitely the fastest growing fintech country in the world, right? So it's kind of valued at close to around $50 billion as of now, as per the latest BCG report. And it's poised to be valued at close to $150 billion in 2025, which means a 3x growth in 5 years, right? So it's a massive place to be. So I think one of the factors why the fintech industry is growing so well and fast is the digital adoption in this country, primarily on the digital payments side. I think since late 2016, when the demonetization concept happened, and then further accelerated by the COVID wave, right? So the entire payments ecosystem has moved on to the digital space. So India is definitely the fastest growing place in the world, and definitely the place to be in. Some of the challenges are kind of common globally. So I think one of the topmost is the risks around, data breaches and cybersecurity. So when I talk about cybersecurity, I mean everything from, say, malware attacks to third-party security attacks to even, digital identity frauds, right? So I think that's something which is a major challenge across the fintech industry, and it's no different for Indian fintech. Another thing which I think is very typical to the Indian fintech industry is, while the fintech industry is trying to move customers to a cashless world, right, primarily on payments side, I think that inherent preference for cash is still something that the industry is fighting with, right? So that's a challenge. And while, of course, digital methods like the UPI are very, very convenient, and in fact more convenient than using cash, the country needs to move into that era. So that's something that the Indian fintech is trying to work towards. Understanding the regulations and the compliance structures of each jurisdiction, and very carefully building products that are in accordance with the regulations of that jurisdiction, right? And the other very important thing, having the right talent is absolutely critical to fintech, right? So and it becomes even more challenging when you have to acquire the right talent in different geographies, and by that I mean even India, while it's a country, but it's as diverse, and it has it manifests itself into so many different regions, right? And each having its own nuances. So I think having the right talent across the country, and of course for global expansion, becomes absolutely critical.